Alright everyone, this is Black Butter Raven, and I'm going to be giving you a new set of deck lists. There are only going to be two deck lists today. There's going to be the Witch deck, and then there's going to be CEO Idrisil. Now, I want to put a disclaimer first. I'm going through financial troubles currently, and if you heard that, that's my cat being, well, my sister's cat being annoying. So, I am not going to be able to actually get these cards until most likely the end of summer. So, I still wanted to put out my variants of these decks for you guys, and I still wanted to put out content for you guys. So, I still wanted to show you how I would play the Witch deck and how I'm going to play these decks. So, if you have any hate comments, leave them below, and if you don't want to see a proxy deck, then get out now. So, to start up the deck is Witch of Banquet's Leer. What she does is if my Vanguard is in Legion, I send it to the Soul if it boosts and hits the Vanguard, and I Superior Call 2 grade 0s from my deck. Frankly, this is okay. The only other reason I don't... well, it's okay if I need boosters. For the trigger lineup is 4 draw triggers, 8 critical triggers, sorry, I should have stacked the 8 crits together, and 4 kill triggers. Next is 2 copies of the Witch of Pursuit. Frankly, I think this card is ridiculous. What this card does is when it's placed in your rearguard circle, and your Vanguard performs Legion. No, I think it's when it's placed in the rear guard. Hold on. Correct me in the comments if I get this effect wrong. I believe when this unit is placed in the rear guard, if your Vanguard has performed Legion that turn, and your opponent has 2 or more grade 0s in their rear guard, you minus 5k to your opponent's Vanguard. I believe that's the correct wording for the effect. If not, correct me in the comments. Next is 4 Barrier Witch. She is the Quintet Wall. Frankly, this deck doesn't use fairly much Counterblast until later. The only cards I really use Counterblast for are my grade 3s. That's the one that's really matter. And the other thing is, if I really don't need to use these, I'll just put them as a booster, because I have a lot of high K attacking grade 2s. Next is 4 copies of Ruin Witch. 4 copies of Ruin Witch. She's the 10k attacker. Simple as that. Next, 4 Witch of Precious Stones, Diana. What she does is when she's placed in the rear guard and you have a Witch as your Vanguard, you Soul Blast 1, and then you... I believe it's you take one of your opponent's grade 1 or less rear guards and make them into a grade 0. You take one of the grade 0s from their jobs and replace them with one of their grade 1 rear guards. For grade 2s, 3 Witch of Godly Speed. Now, I was going through whether or not I wanted to play this or Skull Witch Nemain. I was honestly thinking about playing Nemain, but then I realized, and I know some people are going to ask, why don't I play Nemain in this deck? Because one of my friends thought I should. The reason I don't play Nemain is at first I thought it was okay, then I started to think about it. With a lot of these decks that have 11k bases, and also with the fact that cross-rides are still kind of a relevant thing, I don't, frankly, want to be using Nemain because its 3k base is absolutely garbage. So, this is a simple 11k attacker, and it's pretty good. Next is 4 copies of Inspiration Witch. What she does is, when she's placed in the rear guard, you Soul Blast 1, and she's basically the grade 2 version of Witch of Stones, Witch of Precious Stones, so you take one of your opponent's rear guards and then make them a grade 0 from their drop zone. Then there's 4 copies of Witch of Reality. I don't know how to pronounce the last part of her name, so what she does is she's the 12k attacker. That's what I meant when I said a lot. I have a lot of high attacking grade 2s. For my grade 3s, 4 copies of Illusionary Revenger Mortgage Phantom. I like Mordred personally. I don't like the Cultist Witch, which basically is a -5k to your opponent's Vanguard. It's okay, simple as that, but I feel like being able to, say, call out this on grade 3 when I perform Legion, to be able to use my Vanguard skill to gain more card advantage, I think is better. And also that 10,000 power helps drain a lot of my opponent's hand. Now for the big boss lady herself, for Witch of Enchantment, Fianna. What she does is, she's a Legion, she Legions with Witch of Reality. And I will show you what Legion looks like down here. I will try my best, because I have to do this while making sure it looks okay in the camera. That's the best I can do. So what she does is she has an ability of Legion with her, 20,000, and she can counterblast 2. And you look at the top 10 cards of your opponent's deck, you select 2 Great Zeros and place them into 2 of their rear guards. So pretty much the normal combo would be you take out their front or rear guards, and then you say use like your Witch of Inspirations and then your Witch of Dazzling Stones to take out their boosters, is the main combo you tend to use. And she also has another ability. You can retire 1 unit in your rear guard that is one of the units that's on your Vanguard circle, and draw 2 cards. You can only use that once per turn. That's what I mean by using Mordred to superior call her. Superior call another copy of her from the deck after a Legion, and then stack her to draw 2. That's actually really good. So everyone, that has been my Witch of Enchantment Fianna deck list. I hope you all enjoy the video. And next up is Religa CEO Idrisil.